Hello, thanks for joining me for another beer review. Today we've got another beer from Cloudwater, and this is their core range IPA, coming in at 6% ABV. So I've had this once before on, I think I had it on draft, I'm not too sure. We've got it on Untapped here. When did I have this? Anyway, we'll let that load up. So what we've got in here then, so it's this was actually canned on the 10th of December of 2020. Best before the 10th of May, was that 10th of June by the look of it, of 2021, so we're fine there. So soft, juicy and bursting with tropical fruit flavours, this hazy IPA showcases a blend of bold hops, which it doesn't state what they are, and aromatic yeast against a big body from the high protein malts, replicating the sumptuous smooth mouthfeel of ripe mango. This finishes with lovely low bitterness to let the hop aromas and flavours linger on your palate. So it says low bitterness, but it doesn't actually state anywhere on the can what the low bitterness is or the hops. So so is there any other information here? Allergens, gluten, wheat, oat. Gluten, wheat, oats and barley, obviously hops, water and yeast, and we'll leave it like that for now. So a soft and hazy take on a popular classic style. So they say it's a New England IPA on Untapped at 6% ABV. Not the biggest ABV you can get for the style, but I do kind of like that slightly lower strength for the style. So, and Cloudwater, you know, they know what they're doing since the I think the number 3 series back in what, 2015 or when it was 2016. So it's quite cool to actually do all them V series 1 to 13 doing the reviews. So I think certainly in UK brewing we might not be where we are now if it wasn't for this kind of this brewery style of beer back in the day. So I've just cleaned the glass as well, it's still shockingly dirty. Anyway, half a finger of pure white head on top of a very kind of as you'd expect for the style. I mean, it's hazy, but it's not absolutely the thinner part of the glass. There is a little bit of transparency there, but yeah, generally it's a very kind of murky orange as you'd expect for the style. So let's get a sniff. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, definitely like more of a passion fruit, light mango, very citrusy, grapefruit, you know, pineapple, all them really nice kind of tropical fruit notes for sure. A little bit of pale stone fruits kind of deal. I sound like a broken record doing these beers, but this is just what I'm getting. A lot of these beers do run together for the style. But yeah, very nice, quite soft. A little bit of I'd say a little bit of garlic kind of note in there. There's definitely a slight herbal edge just underlying all that kind of tropical goodness. Let's give it a try. Cheers. That's lovely. Not too sharp. Quite a well. The palate is kind of gets absorbed with that flavour, and it lingers a little bit, which is always a good sign. Definitely getting more of a slight pineapple twing to it, or twidge. What's the word? Twang. That's the word. We'll get there in the end. It's really nice. Again, the more I'm drinking it, the more it's more of a pineapple edge that's probably overtaking the other flavours. I mean, you are getting obviously the citrusy notes in this. It's really annoying not knowing what hops. They used to do it in the bottles. You used to get the bottles of Cloudwater did bottle, but they used to put every single malt, every single hop. What they've never done is put an IBU count on, which is, but that's just me, you know, being a geek. Most people don't need to know that. I do. I like to know, just to see. I like to know where things are so I can test it against my palate, kind of thing. That's the only reason. But you got everything else on there. But yeah, I'd like to know what hops are in these beers. It'd be great if they could start putting what hops are in. I mean, it's giving you all the it's giving you aroma, the body, and then the aftertaste notes, which I'm not going to read. But just give us the hop varieties you're using for these beers. I guess it changes, I guess, and you know, for having an IPA as a core range, which they've got quite a few core range beers now. I recently reviewed the pale ale and the double dry hop pale ale. Now this is the IPA. So they have, I think, got a double IPA that's a core range. I'm not too sure. I know they've got they did have a Pilsner, and they got like a small beer, which is, I guess, a table beer type thing. I'm not too sure, but eventually I'll get to review them. After all that, I've completely forgotten to mention where I got the beer from, and that is from the Little Swift in Margate. So if you're local, go and check them out. That's how I'm getting some of these beers. All right, they're not from local areas, but it's more local bars that I'm supporting, and I'm going to maybe making a few local beer orders from local breweries as well soon. So just while lockdown's going on, this is what I'm trying to do. Support local bars that are getting beers like this, but it's more helping them than breweries that aren't obviously local to me. I mean, these guys are from Manchester, so that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to incorporate local breweries and local bars. So just until lockdown ends and the pubs open and stuff like that, and then I'll be making other purchases elsewhere. But until that time, I'm going to stick to this. But overall, really, really easy drinking beer. I'm getting a lot more passion through it as well now. It's weird how the beer's changing perhaps as it warms up in the glass. There's a few more flavour notes coming through, or the palate is just starting to recognise a few bits and bats. But overall, a very nice beer, very well-rounded beer. Quite low carbonation for sure, low medium body, which for a 6% beer is quite nice. Obviously no hint of the ABV, as is par the norm for this kind of beers these days, certainly of this style. No, not too much on the kind of malt base really. There is a little bit more of a let's go again just to nail that, or try to. Yeah, maybe a little bit of wheat. I don't know I can't remember what it says. Yeah, wheat, oats and barley. So yeah, there is a slight creaminess to it, as you'd expect. Most New England IPAs have got oats in them, so that gives you that more of a pillowy mouthfeel. But overall, a very well-rounded beer, very nice, and yeah, I mean 6%. You're not picking up the ABV, you could get in trouble with it for sure. So it's really nice to try. Give this one of their core range beers a review that I've been wanting to do for a while, and it's just the opportunity pops up when the local bar gets it. But apart from that, I wouldn't be able to review it. Anyway. This is Cloudwater's IPA, then 6% ABV, their New England IPA no less, out of Manchester. So let me know if any more of their core range beers that I haven't reviewed yet. I'm more interested in I think they've done a Helles lager or a Pils and a small beer. So yeah, if you've had any of them, let me know. Let me know what you think of them, and eventually, once the time comes, I'll be trying to review them as well. So anyway. Hope you're all keeping well out there. Thanks for joining. Thanks for all the subs recently. It's been very impressive, and really do appreciate it. You all keep safe, as I've said, and I'll see you on the next video. Cheers.